Hey guys, Bios Ramos, and today I'm bringing you Week 6 of the 2019 NFL season game picks with me and Matt. Just me though. Let's get into it. So, last week at the end of the video, or towards the end, I promised that I would release a video about the mid-season, quarter season review of the Miami Dolphins, and I recorded it. Believe me, I recorded it. And when I went to go edit it in my editing system, it just wouldn't accept the file. I don't know why. So if I can get the resolved, I'm either gonna drop it, which I don't want to do. I'm most likely just gonna record again, and hopefully that's the best scenario. I don't want to record again, but if I have to, I might as well just do it. But anyways, let's get into records. Me and Matt, we're tied 36, 25, and 1 heading into this week. And we finished off the week. Someone's ahead, someone's behind by just one game. I went 7-8. Matt went 8-7. So if you can't do the math, that's 43-33-1 on my end, and that is 44-32-1 on Matt's end. So congrats, Matt. You're taking the lead. And one thing I want to say though, I almost got the Green Bay Dallas game right. I got 33 Green Bay, 27 Dallas, but I had a 24. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a 24 under the 27. My handwriting's atrocious, excuse me. But I had it there. If I would have had 34 for Green Bay, I would have had the exact score. But if Dallas never missed that field goal, I would have had almost a perfect score. Literally almost a perfect score. So, some props for that. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Matt's taking the lead. And he beat me in fantasy by a bunch. Let me just pull that up real quick. Matt literally spanked me in fantasy. My guys just, I don't know. I had my best wide receiver sitting out. Can't look at this. I literally just opened it up. Can't win every week, right? I don't know if it sees it, but can't win every week, right? I'm 3-2 and Matt's 3-2 as well. I had 120.7 points, and Matt had 221.8. So it just wasn't a good game for me whatsoever. None of that. Enough of that. Let's get into the games. So now we have Thursday Night Football. We have the New York Football Giants at the New England Patriots. You guys are screaming David Tyree catch on the helmet or whatever. Eli Manning just pulling off miracle after miracle to beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. But guess what? Eli Manning is not the quarterback anymore. And guess what? The New York Giants have a lot of injuries. Saquon's out. The backup for Saquon, he has a concussion. Evan Ingram out. I think Sterling Shepard's still out. The only thing he really has there is Golden Tate. And that's not going to be good for Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. So, me and Matt are both going New England. Next, Sunday football. 9:30 a.m. game. We have a London game. Another one. Last week was Chicago at Oakland, but in London. This week, we have Carolina at Tampa Bay, but in Oakland. We're both going to Panthers. Christian McCaffrey is just going off. Christian McCaffrey is doing better than the Jets. Christian McCaffrey is doing better than the Jets. I don't know if you need me to say it one more time, but plain and simple. And Kyle Allen, the quarterback who's replacing Cam Newton while he's injured, maybe for good, who knows, he is not doing so bad either. So, me and Matt are both going Carolina. Next, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns not looking so good. They lost to two NFC teams, and they lost to an AFC South team. Their win came off, I forgot who they beat first, but they beat the Ravens last week soundly, and it was a good win for them, but they couldn't continue rolling. They literally only scored 3 points they could have had more. The game could have been a little bit different if Antonio Callaway did not muff up the ball for an interception that went back to like the 50-yard line. I mean, in the first half, the average starting point of the San Francisco 49ers drives were at the 44-yard line. Like, I remember seeing that on the TV or something like that. So it was just crazy. And there was a whole debacle if this guy, Baker Mayfield, didn't shake Richard Sherman's hand. But the air was cleared on the Pat McAfee show. If you guys don't watch that, you should check it out. Colts former punter. But enough of that. Let's talk about the team that me and Matt both picked, Seattle. Russell Wilson is balling. He hasn't thrown a pick since last season, like the last 4 games, he didn't throw a pick, and then this coming into these 5 games, whatever, hasn't thrown a pick whatsoever. So, I mean, the guy's balling. He laid a dime on freaking Tyler Lockett in the corner of the end zone. Like, I don't know. He's a great, really good quarterback, and more people should take notice of him. So me and Matt are both going to Seattle. Let's move on. Houston at Kansas City. Houston Texans face off the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. And me and Matt are both going Kansas City. Even though we both went Kansas City last week and they lost. I don't know. I don't know if Houston has it, and I don't really want to see them have it. I want to see them get as much losses as possible. But you never know. Houston has a tough schedule for them. But I don't know. But if Houston wins, we're going to see another time of Deshaun Watson explaining defenses and whatsoever. And it's pretty interesting to see that, honestly. But rather see Houston lose, to be honest. Next, we have I was about to ruin it. We have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Minnesota Vikings. We're both going Philly. Carson Wentz is a stud. They finally found their running game against Green Bay. And they totally destroyed the Jets last week. But the Minnesota Vikings literally played a good game against the Giants, but I doubt they win. I doubt they win this one. Honestly, I think Philly is too good. Philly is going to have some players coming back, I believe, and I feel like that'll be good in their favor. But let's move on to the next game. New Orleans Saints at Jacksonville Jaguars. We're both taking New Orleans, even though Minshew Mania is real. I felt like, oh my god, that game was so close last week. I felt like, I mean, if they would have won that game, it would have helped my record, obviously, against the Carolina Panthers. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I was watching it on the beach and all that stuff. It was a great game. But we're both going to New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater is doing well, and he's helping the Saints cruise while Drew Brees is still rehabbing his thumb. He posted a video, I think today or something, that he's throwing the football again. And he's throwing it good. So, we'll see. No, don't not rush Drew Brees to come back. You risk possibly injuring him. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He's a legend. Respect him. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Matt is going Cincinnati. Matty, why? Why? You think Cincinnati's going to get their first win against the Ravens? I don't think so. I think the Ravens are winning. But, I don't know. They've been looking like they haven't been doing so well. They've been struggling lately. They completely lost to the Browns. And then they almost barely got past Pittsburgh, even after decapitating Mason Rudolph. Now, I'm going to get more into that when I talk about the Steelers game. But I don't know. They barely made it out there. Went into overtime. Justin Tucker had to kick a field goal to win the game. But enough of that. We have the first 4 o'clock game. We have the San Francisco 49ers at the LA Rams in their Coliseum. Matt is going San Fran. He's going San Fran 34, LA Rams 33. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to LA Rams. I'm going San Francisco 30 and LA 35. I think LA has a bounce back win from losing to Seattle in the way they did, 29-30. Wow. And this guy missed a field goal. I'm not so mad. I picked Seattle. Just saying. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Arizona Cardinals. Me and Matt both going oh my god, almost said Arizona. Both going Atlanta. Matty Ice and the crew are going to put it together. Hopefully pick up some steam and get some more wins. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Denver Broncos. Going Tennessee, and so is Matt. Even though Denver got their first win last week, I don't think they're going to get past Tennessee, even though they lost last week to the Bills. But people are... I'm not saying people. But I've heard people saying Tannehill. They've been asking for Tannehill. I don't know. I don't know if you want to see that, Tennessee Titan fans. I don't know. Anyways, next we have the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Jets. Matt is going to Jets for some reason. Matty, my guy, what are you doing? You picked the Bengals, then you picked the Jets. Come on. Going Dallas. Playing simple. They're going to bounce back. They're playing an inferior team. Hopefully they finally beat them. They play down to good competition and they play up to bad competition, because the first 2 games, Giants, Redskins, Dolphins, whooped on them. They played the Saints and the Packers get whooped on, and Dak Prescott said we're sniffing ourselves too much or something like that. Just focus on not throwing picks and win the game. And feed Zeke the ball. Don't get blown out because you're not running the freaking ball. So stupid. Like, everyone knows, run the ball. So just look back the tape. Cut out when I was talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers LA Chargers game, Sunday Night Football. Me and Matt are both going LA Chargers for this one. I personally think Pittsburgh doesn't have it in them, because no Mason Rudolph possibly. Let's see if he clears concussion protocol, which I doubt he will. So Daryl Hodges, I think is the guy's name. I know his last name is Hodges. Who knows? Who knows? He might play well, he might not. Matt is being a little generous. Personally, I'm just thinking this. Pittsburgh 20, LA Chargers 27. Meanwhile, on the other hand, I'm going Pittsburgh 12, LA Chargers 28. I really think that's going to be close to score. I don't think they're going to score that much. I think they're going to only have field goals. Let's see. Let's see if James Conner picks it up and delivers for the Steelers. Otherwise, I don't really see him winning this game. Juju choked again. Fumbled. Cost him the game against the Ravens. Next, we have the Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers for Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field. I would want to go Detroit, but I'm going Green Bay. So is Matt. Detroit's looking good. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. They're looking very good. But Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, rest of the guys, Adrian Amos, the defense, Savage, you name it. Green Bay's looking really good. I think they win this game pretty soundly, but don't expect the Lions to go down without a fight. That's all I'm saying. Finally, the game you guys have all been waiting for. The Washington Redskins at the Miami Dolphins. This might as well be our Super Bowl. Or Tank Bowl, Tank for Tua Bowl, whatever people want to call it. I don't think Washington went into this season trying to tank. They tried coming in to get wins, but I don't know. You don't have Alex Smith, who was leading you guys pretty well last year. Doing well. He was doing good. Then Case Keenum comes in the fold from a trade from the Denver Broncos. You guys start him, he does whatever. He gets completely destroyed by the freaking Chicago Bears. And then they're like, hey, we're going to start Colt McCoy over Dwayne Haskins after the Giants game. I don't know. The old coaching regime, because Jay Gruden got fired, the old coaching regime didn't have faith in Dwayne Haskins. Now I believe they said Dwayne Haskins will not be the starter, but I won't be surprised if he gets some playtime in this game. Honestly. Anyways, Matt has Washington winning 31-14, which might be the case because Washington, even though they haven't won, they can put up points. They can somewhat compete, but I don't know. I have faith in my Finns to get the win this week. 21-24, Miami winning. And I hope that's the case, because if that's the case, I'm going to be a happy man. Dolphins finally got a win, and I can sleep at night knowing the Dolphins will not have a winless season. But you never know. You never know. But honestly, we're coming off the bye. We're pretty well rested. Hopefully, Bobby McCain's good to go. We'll see more about that when I do the preview video. But otherwise, hopefully the Dolphins win this game. Another side note, the teams on bye: Buffalo Bills, Chicago Bears, Indianapolis Colts, and Oakland Raiders. Oakland and Chicago get the bye because they just came back from London. So believe next week, Carolina and Tampa Bay are going to get the bye week. Sometimes teams opt not to do it, but most of the times teams more than likely do so. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the post notification bell option to get notified every time I upload a video. And if you haven't done yet, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @ByAustinRamos. I post every time I post a video. And check out byaustinramos.com. And last but not least, fins up.